Hello, my lovelies. How are you? Sorry about the lighting and everything. I'm just doing a test video, a little check-in, because I was trying to record some personal readings and I'm stuck on one. Basically, this will be the third time that I've recorded it. At least I'm getting similar information so that it's coming out the same basically, but it's frustrating because YouTube, everything records, I don't get cut off, and then it'll either close out and not save and not upload, or there'll be an error. And it happened with one other personal reading that I did, and and I'm getting stuck on this same person again, and I'm wondering if it's the reading or if it's YouTube. So I'm doing this little check-in video to see if it uploads, and if it uploads, I'm going to move forward with that, because I had a plan of I want to do an unboxing video because I got a couple of packages in the mail, and I'm getting frustrated because nothing is working out. I haven't been feeling good, and of course when you don't feel good and your energy's a little kafuckled like mine is, it just makes it that much more tedious and frustrating, if you know what I'm saying. But anyways, I hope all of you are doing well, and anyone who is waiting on a personal reading, know that I am well enough to start working on things. I'm really trying, and whenever I get little bursts of energy, that's when I'm doing it. So I'm going to try for the third time for this reading, and I wanted to get at least that one and another one done, and I want to do my unboxing video, which is because I want to see what I got. I get excited, and I know I always open them on camera because I feel like that's a big reason why people send me things, not just because they, are being kind and generous, but they like to watch it too. So I always save it, and I'm excited for that. But if the video is not going to save, then that's going to frustrate me too. So I'm doing this. But I pulled a card from Soul Truth Self-Awareness card deck because I just wanted to add a little something to this check-in video. And what I got, and it seems pretty fitting, at least for me, when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? And I feel like emotions are running really high right now. Like, I feel, because I know for me personally, I've had like this ebb and flow where I've been kind of sad and feeling miserable. I mean, when you don't feel good anyways, that can be a contributing factor as well to, not being at your best. But I just feel like the energy is just crazy, crazy insane right now for not just me, but for a lot of people, because I've noticed that my daughter's got a fresh batch of new hormones, just gonna say. I love her to pieces, and she will be back. We'll be doing a reading again soon, but her attitude needs to shift just a wee bit first, because yeah, I'm about ready to knock her block off, just gonna say. Anyways, long story there, not gonna get into that. And like I said, with this sickness, I have been battling this cold. It's not COVID, which is good, for the past week, and it's just all I want to do is sleep. I'm exhausted. I mean, I even look exhausted in this video. I look like shit. I tried to put makeup on just to mask it all, but it doesn't seem to be working. But anyways, yeah, I've just been really sleepy. I just haven't been feeling good. I was up at 3 a.m. this morning with like getting sick and everything, and that came out of nowhere because this whole time I haven't had stomach issues until now. But sorry for the shaky camera, I'm holding it. But yeah, I don't know, besides me being sick and talking about it because I'm just rambling now, I just feel like the energy is thick. I want to say it's thick because it's like heavy. I feel like it's weighing people down. It's kind of discouraging because it's almost like right when things start picking up, like I was getting more views, getting more subscribers, and getting personal readings lined up. And I'm like, oh, this is great. You know, things are starting to look up. I get sick and then I get set back because I lose subscribers whenever this happens, which whatever. If people want to leave, that's totally fine. I hope that they're doing well. I hope that they're leaving because, you know, they're Prince Charming or the woman of their dreams came into their life and they no longer need guidance. And I hope it's not because of, you know, the lack of uploads. I do the best that I can, and they are free readings. So, and I put a lot of time, energy, and effort into my readings. I don't half-ass anything. So, you know, I don't just look at a card and say, oh, this is the Knight of Wands, and it's, you know, a player. There's a player around you, or there's someone who just runs in your life and leaves. I say more. I get more information. I dive deeper. I'm an intuitive reader anyways, and I don't always need the cards. It's nice to have the cards for show, especially on camera, because it gives you something to look at. And some people don't believe a reader unless they have a card in front of them, which is it's kind of funny, but you know, I mean, I get it. But anyways, it's basically for show, and they're nice and they're cute and I love them, and they do add a little something extra to the reading because of the different images in all the different decks that I have. That's why I love getting new oracle cards and tarot cards and stuff, because there's always something new to be seen. Every time I look at one card, I could see something different in it. It's crazy. But yeah, and at some point I want to do some videos on tips and tricks on, you know, how to really get in touch with your intuition and, you know, further your reading abilities, your channeling abilities, as well as mediumship skills. You know, just I had somebody ask that question, especially in a personal reading. That was one of her questions, was, you know, how to really tap in, and did I have any advice? And I'm going to give her advice, obviously, because that's part of her question. But I kind of want to do that for everyone, because I feel like a lot of people, you know, want to know either how I do things, how information comes to me, and sometimes I can't even explain it. But it's nice to know how other people tap in, and how they receive messages, because it almost solidifies what you're doing. It's like, oh, I'm on the right track, or that's how I do it too, or I never thought of that, you know. I want to help people. That's my main goal with this channel anyways, is to help people. And like I said, YouTube it's a free platform, so I don't half-ass anything, and I do that because I want to help people. And I understand that's why some subscribers leave, because, you know, maybe they don't need the help, or they don't want the help, or we're just on different wavelengths, because, you know, there are some really great readers that I don't vibe with. It doesn't mean that they're not good at what they do. It just means that we're not on the same energetic level, you know what I mean? And then there are other readers that I click with like instantaneously. And a lot of you guys I have quite a few of you who have stuck with me since the very beginning, and you haven't gone anywhere because you just, I don't know, you just love me. And I love you too. I'm rambling now. I miss you guys, so I kind of feel a lonely energy, like with the emotions running high and energy just kind of going a little crazy this past week, and I feel like it's only going to intensify over the next couple weeks, and then it will die down again. But I kind of feel like that roller coaster of emotions is making people feel like they're a little bit bipolar, and, you know, no offense to anyone who is clinically diagnosed with that disorder. It's not fun. It is very difficult. I know people who struggle with it, but that's kind of the feeling, and it is, it's really hard to work through, because it's like trying to pinpoint why you feel the way you feel when you feel like there's no reason for you to be, you know, crying, or there's no reason for you to be upset right now, you know. But there is, because there's a lot of underlying issues that are kind of rising to the surface. And I feel like that's why this is such an emotional time for a lot of people. It's like the energies within the moon changing, because we are made up of water. So if you think of it, the moon controls the tides. With the ocean, it kind of controls our emotions. Emotions are water, and we're made up of water. So of course, when the moon phases do affect us, whether people want to believe that or not. And I know a lot of you understand that, and I just feel like for some reason with the energies going on, it's kind of a crazy. We're in crazy tides. I feel like a tidal wave, a monsoon, or whatever the hell they're called, tsunami, there we go. I feel like that's about ready to crash land for a lot of people. It feels like it's going to, for me at least. It's almost like forgetting how to laugh, forgetting how to smile, you know? And it's not that I'm not happy, and it's not that a lot of you aren't happy. It's just that I feel like a lot of the negative, underlying, deep, dark feels are rising to the surface right now. And it's really hard to focus on the day-to-day shit when you're feeling all over the place. Do you know what I mean? I feel a very lonely energy, and I know my daughter's been battling with that, with like, thinking she has no friends and stuff, and I totally can relate. I don't have any friends. I mean, I have you guys. You're my soul tribe, and that's amazing. But I get what she's saying. Like, that's online. We don't see each other face to face, and even though it's great to do readings and to read your comments and get emails and stuff, it's not the same as having a bestie, or having someone that hangs out with you on the regular or at all. I mean, there are people in my life that I hang around, or I know, and I consider them friends, or we're friendly. I have a lot more acquaintances than I do friends. And I feel like I'm saying this because a lot of you can relate to that. And, as you get older, you start, your circle of friends gets a lot smaller. And sometimes it seems like it's not even a circle anymore. It's more of a dot. But if you have at least one good friend, you're doing better than most. And when I sit back and think about it, I don't. I have my mom, but she doesn't really fall under the friend category because she's my mom, but she is my friend. We're we're not as close as we used to be because she moved, and she's living her life, and doing what she needs to do for her, and she's very happy, and I'm so happy for her. But I don't have anyone that I can call on when I need something. Do you know what I mean? I have a lot of people that call on me when they need things, and I've always been more than willing to help them because that's just who I am, and that's how I roll. And I do enjoy helping other people, and being part of their lives and stuff. But I just feel like a lot of you can relate to that too. It's like I'm there for you, but when you really get down to it, who's there for me? Will you be there for me? Will you be there when I'm not flying high, when I'm sad and alone, when I need a helping hand, when I'm down and out? Will you be there? Like, you know what I mean? And then you really sit back and think, and you go, I don't think anyone will, you know? And sometimes the people that you don't even think of, like the people you'd least expect to be there, are the ones that actually care. And you don't even realize that they're there until that moment comes when you're in need of a shoulder to cry on, an ear to listen, or $10 to put in your fucking gas tank, or a loaf of bread because you're starving. Like, you know what I mean? In those moments, you're like, oh wow, I out of everyone, I didn't expect you to be that person for me. So some of you might be figuring that out too within the next couple weeks, like who's really there for you and who's not, who's got your back. And some of you might be kind of shocked as to who actually has your back and who doesn't, because I kind of feel like a lot of people will be taking a few steps back from those that they thought were their friends, because it's actually you're their friend but they're not yours. Do you know what I mean? And it's almost like checking yourself and checking the situation and checking the people around you and going, okay, yeah, I'm there for you. I can see why you think I'm a good friend, but you're a shit friend. This person over here is actually more of a friend, and I didn't even think of them that way. There's like some realizations going on, and I feel like that might be happening for some of you in the love department as well. Like, you know, you've had your heart set on someone in particular, could even be a friend of yours, for some of you. But then when you sit back and really think about it, are they there for you? Did they ghost you? Do they care? Do they check in? Because I feel like a lot of you are going to realize that no, that person doesn't seem to give two flying fucks about you, you know? You, in your head and in your heart, you're hoping that they do and that they're just nervous and scared and they, you know, they're too scared to talk to you. But in reality, there's a sense of arrogance here, and it's like, I don't think they're too scared to talk. I think that they just suck. Like, you know? And it's a hard wake up call, and that's just going to add to this emotional roller coaster that people are going through right now. And it makes it even harder because it's like, you know, the one thing I'm holding out hope for is you, is this person, and I want you in my life. But I don't think I don't think. I don't think I have room for you in my life because I don't have a place for assholes, you know? I don't have a place for selfish people. And it's gonna be really hard to remove someone that you have a lot of that you have strong feelings for. It's going to be hard to remove them out of your life, basically. But I feel like it's necessary because people like that are dragging us down. That's the wake up call of the next couple weeks, or with this full moon, is what I'm feeling. It's almost like, who makes you laugh, who makes you smile, and vice versa. You know, is it a mutual thing, or is it one sided? How many one sided friends do you have? And a lot of people don't stop to think about that. But I think it's time. But anyways, let's see what this card says real quick. And then I'm going to get back to that personal reading, and hopefully it goes through so I can do the unboxing and do an actual reading instead of just rambling. These are just the weird ass thoughts that pop into my head. I get all philosophical on y'all. I don't know, I just feel like it's time to weed out the, you know, the bad eggs, basically. Which ones are going to fucking hatch? The ones that are warm, the ones that are loved, not the ones left out in the cold. And I kind of feel like a lot of you feel like you're the egg that's left out, you know? Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants. Or did. Speaking of, I got a story for that. Hold on. I feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. I snort all the time. I sound like a pig. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Laughter really is the best medicine. And even if you have to force yourself to laugh, you'll find something funny just in the fact that you're forcing yourself to laugh, which in turn is going to brighten your mood. Just reading this card is making me happy, actually, because it's making me think of the time that I seriously did piss myself. And this has happened more than once, but I was laughing so hard. I mean, I had, was I pregnant at the time? Not this time. It's happened more than once. But I've had two kids, and they were little because I think my daughter was just a baby. But I was hanging out with a friend of mine at the time, and her and I don't even really talk anymore. But I don't remember what the conversation was, but we were laughing so fucking hard. We were getting ready to go out to lunch or something, and we're in the car, and I seriously peed my pants because I was laughing so fucking hard, which only made us laugh even more. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna full-blown piss myself if you don't shut the fuck up, because, you know, it was just a little dribble, and then it turned into a lot more than that. And I remember I got back to the house, and my first husband, because we were still married at the time, it's my kid's father. I walked in, he goes, oh, back so soon? And I was laughing so hard, I just beeline to the bedroom to change. And of course, my friend walks in behind me, dying, laughing. She's like, she pissed herself. So, of course, he was in on it too. Everyone, I was the butt of everyone's joke. But looking back, it was hilarious. At the time, even though I was laughing, I was fucking mortified. But oh well. I have many crazy stories with her. Like, we don't hang out anymore, but we used to raise hell, I'm just gonna say. I don't know, I miss times like that. I just miss having fun with someone that you can, I don't know, just be stupid with, just be yourself with. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. But, you know, who's that one person that makes you laugh so hard that you piss your pants or almost piss yourself, or they make you snort, or just the thought of them makes you smile and get all happy and giddy? And, you know, um, when you're in a really shitty mood, if you just think of that person's facial expressions or a moment that you shared, whether it's romantically speaking or just a friend, think back to those moments and boost your spirits a little bit. Just so that the weight of all this energy and these emotions isn't unbearable anymore. You know what I mean? Excuse me, just burped. I'm pretty sure you can look back and watch some of my videos and just laugh your ass off, maybe snort a bit, maybe piss your pants. But hopefully this works. Thank you for your patience, for your love, for your support, for not giving up on me. Like I said, I'm going to try that personal reading again and see where that goes, and then I should be back with an unboxing, and hopefully I can get back into the swing of things and not be so damn behind. But yeah, I love you guys. Peace.